Hello everybody, Ray with Milford CT Marketing. I hope you enjoyed this video on freelance writing secrets that every writer should know. I know when I started freelancing as an SEO, it was hard for me to price myself. I didn't know what to do. So I decided to create this video for writers because I know a lot of people like to write and they want to know how to become a freelancer by doing it. So I'm going to have my protege, John, narrate this video and I hope you enjoy it. Take it away, John. But first, if you haven't done so already, just give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, take the icon bell so you're notified every time I come out with a new video.
How much should you charge as a freelance writer? This inquiry reverberates throughout the vast world of freelancing with both new and experienced players grappling with it. This question symbolizes an integral part of this profession, highlighting the dynamic puzzle that freelance writing often presents. The issue proves challenging, particularly for novices navigating the wide-ranging currents of freelance writing. But even seasoned writers face it at different points in their careers. The array of answers to this question only adds depth to the confusion. Indeed, the perceived worth of a written piece can differ considerably depending on the person or client's perspective. The disparity in prices is striking, and the fluidity of the freelance marketplace often leaves writers puzzled about the ideal price to charge. Yet, through the fog of uncertainty, one unshakable fact stands: the necessity of charging rightly. The gravity of this is immense. Charging too little may be seen as a lack of confidence or experience, consequently undervaluing your work. On the contrary, charging excessively may deter potential clients, driving them toward more cost-effective options. Striving for the right equilibrium is likened to a balancing act. In an attempt to decipher this complexity, a multitude of freelance writers make use of varied pricing models, each having its unique strengths and weaknesses. Hence, a deep understanding of these models is essential for any freelancer aspiring to make well-informed decisions about their work's value. Today, we delve into the 4 common pricing models employed by freelance writers, dissecting the pluses and minuses of each. Grasping these models can steer your decision-making process, ensuring a suitable price for your expertise, skill, and diligence. This journey doesn't just clarify the intricate realm of freelancing, but also arms you with the information you need to carve your own triumphant route in the freelance writing sphere. First up, hourly rates. This pricing model is a revelation in its straightforwardness. It is an archetype of simplicity, an epitome of transparency, a concept that consistently appeals to clients. It is an open book, easily readable, and not shrouded in secrecy or complexity. The mechanism behind this payment model is as easy to decode as a child's picture book. You, as the service provider, have the power to determine a specific hourly rate that aligns with what you deem just and equitable. Your decision would factor in a multitude of variables like your skill set, experience, and the prevailing industry standards. Then, you bill your client based on the actual time you poured into a given project, ensuring that you get paid for every single hour you dedicate. However, the simplicity of this model can also be a deceptive mirage. It appears like a plain sailing model, but under the surface it has a dual nature, making it more of a double-edged sword. The issue at hand is not with the concept itself, which in its purity is fair and balanced. The problem arises with its practical application. The trade-off with this is that while you are certainly reimbursed for every hour worked, it must be echoed that there is always the potential risk of underestimating the time a project, however simple or complex, might take. In theory, presents as a perfect plan. You invest your precious time and you get compensated for it. However, in reality, accurately assessing the scope of a project can be as tricky as solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. From the onset, there's always a looming chance of running into unforeseen roadblocks and complications. These unexpected wrenches thrown in the works could extend the project timeline beyond your original estimates. In such scenarios, you may end up getting underpaid for the mountain of work you put in. This pricing model also has another potential drawback that needs to be highlighted. It might divert the client's focus from what truly matters. Instead of concentrating on the depth, value, and quality of your work, they could find themselves fixating on the hours you spend on the project. The hourly rate could become a catalyst for their obsession with time, making them lose sight of the larger picture, you, your worth, and the authentic value you bring to the table through your work. This undue focus on time could potentially undermine your work's true worth. Clients may stand guilty of failing to recognize the craft, the dedication, the expertise that went project, and instead only see the hours you spent. This pecuniary consideration, however unintentional, could end up downplaying your craft's true value, and in the grand scheme of things, become a disadvantage. This monetary algorithm could unwittingly downplay your craft's true value and become a disadvantage in the grand scheme of things. Next, we have fixed and project-based pricing, a pricing model that diverges from the classical time-based or product-based models. Fixed and project-based pricing offers a unique perspective on how a business can evaluate its services and derive value from its projects. This model is distinctive in its approach, as it centers around setting a fixed price for the full duration of a project, regardless of the size or complexity involved. It's a scheme that goes beyond the traditional method of charging for services based on time spent on a project. The primary benefit of this pricing method is the latitude it grants in pricing your projects. This model allows you to price based on the overall value delivered to the client, rather than the actual man-hours you have spent working on it. This means that your pricing is no longer tied to the ticking clock, but to the overall result of your work. Fixed and project-based pricing takes into account not just the hours you have painstakingly invested, but also the quality of the work produced. It's a model that goes beyond just delivering a project. It takes into account the overall value it brings to the client. It's a model that rewards both efficiency and expertise, traits that are highly lauded in today's dynamic business landscape. However, despite its advantages, this pricing model is not without its fair share of challenges. One of the main that many professionals face when adopting this model is the difficulty in accurately estimating the time and effort a project would require. It's not always a simple task to assess the scope of a project at the outset, and this can often lead to miscalculations in pricing. Care should be taken to prevent underestimation of the effort required, as this can result in a substantial amount of unpaid work. This means you might find yourself working beyond the hours you budgeted for, which could lead to financial loss. Conversely, overestimating the effort and subsequently overpricing your projects could deter potential clients. There's a risk that clients may perceive your services as too costly and choose more affordable alternatives. In conclusion, while the fixed and project-based pricing model presents potential for increased profits and efficiency, it necessitates a deep understanding of project scopes and accurate estimations. Underestimating can lead to a lot of unpaid work, while overestimating could deter potential clients. The third model is the revenue share model. This remarkable model, distinct from its counterparts, enables your compensation to be a percentage share of the revenue derived from your efforts. Under this scheme, the income your content generates is directly translated into your earnings. This is a revolutionary model, particularly attractive to those who create content that has the power to draw in large amounts of traffic or significant sales. The revenue share model can be highly lucrative, notably for individuals endowed with exceptional skills and talents. Envision a scenario where you've meticulously crafted content and it has become viral, leading to a sudden increase in traffic. This could result in a drastic boost in your earnings, making the revenue share model an exhilarating prospect. It provides content creators with the chance to reap substantial rewards from their creativity and diligence if their content resonates with the audience. However, it's essential to remember that this model does come with its own set of risks. It's somewhat akin to a bet. Income is not stable or assured. It varies and is directly connected to the performance of your content. One month, your returns could be soaring, and the next, they could take a nosedive. The prosperity of your content, and subsequently your earnings, can be swayed by a multitude of factors beyond your control. Market trends, audience inclinations, competition, economic milieu, and more can profoundly affect the success of your content. Consequently, these unpredictable elements bring a measure of risk to the revenue share model. Despite the potential uncertainties, this model is a superb fit for certain kinds of content. For instance, sales copy or affiliate marketing articles, wherein the success can be precisely measured in terms of direct sales or affiliate commissions. The performance of such content can be quantified, making the revenue share model a feasible option for content creators. Undeniably, the revenue share model is particularly suited to content like sales copy or affiliate marketing articles, where success can be distinctly quantified. In conclusion, we venture into the uncharted territory of retainer agreements. This model of work introduces a unique method of securing income, an anchored approach that underscores commitment and fosters the building blocks of trust with clients. It is a modus operandi structured to offer an assurance of a steady, regular income stream. It achieves this by entering into an enduring contractual agreement to work for a client over an extended period. The allure of this model lies in its potent ability to provide income stability, a factor that is often a fundamental concern for many individuals navigating the unpredictable professional landscape. This stability can lead to a heightened sense of security and well-being, instilling the confidence that there is a predictable income stream to rely upon. Consequently, this tranquility can help alleviate stress, enabling you to channel your energies towards delivering quality work, rather than worrying about the regularity of your paycheck. Further, this model is instrumental in nurturing long-lasting client relationships, a treasure trove in any professional environment. An entrenched client relationship often paves the way to increased customer satisfaction. This satisfaction can translate into more referrals, providing a springboard for business growth. It lets the client feel valued and fosters a sense of loyalty, setting the stage for a sustained business relationship. However, this model does come with its set of expectations. It mandates you to unfailingly provide value to the client, to warrant the continuous expenditure they undertake. In candid terms, the value you deliver must stand in proportion to the ongoing costs to the client. This could mean perpetually innovating, staying one step ahead of industry trends, and ensuring that your skills and offerings remain relevant and beneficial to the client. Let's not forget, this is not a model for the faint-hearted. It necessitates a profound commitment, an unwavering willingness to go above and beyond, to adapt to fluctuating business environments. However, the dividends it pays in terms of job security, financial stability, and customer loyalty are well worth the effort. The model calls for a significant level of commitment, but in return, it rewards you with the priceless gift of security. It is a model that calls for commitment, but in return, it lavishes you with the gift of security. So, to recap, pricing strategies for all freelancers, not just writers, can be quite intricate and diversified. Hourly rates, for example, are frequently the most straightforward and transparent method of pricing, but they can, unfortunately, undervalue your work, particularly if you're a freelancer who completes tasks rapidly or has a high level of skills and proficiency. This could shift the client's attention from the quality and value of your work to the number of hours you put into the task, which is not the ideal situation. Next on the list, we have project-based pricing. This particular pricing model is designed to reward efficiency and inspire you to strive for better time management, which is crucial in the freelance world. But this approach requires a great deal of careful planning and accurate estimation. You need to grasp the scope of the project fully and possess the ability to gauge with precision how long it will take you to complete the project in its entirety. Failure to do so could lead to either overestimating or underestimating the cost, both of which could be detrimental to your reputation in the long run, potentially affect future work opportunities. Following this, we introduce the revenue share model. This pricing strategy can be an extremely lucrative option, especially for projects that result in a substantial increase in a client's overall revenue. It creates an opportunity for you to partake in the success of the project as well. But remember, it's also deeply influenced by factors beyond your control, like fluctuating market trends and the client's capability to market the end product effectively to the right audience. Next on the agenda, we have retainer agreements. These agreements offer a sense of stability and predictable income, which for any freelancer can be a massive relief in times of uncertainty. They serve as anchors, providing a feeling of security in the stormy sea of freelance work. However, they also demand consistent value delivery. To keep the contract in place, you need to maintain a high standard of work continually to satisfy your client, and secure future of these strategies comes with its own set of advantages and disadvantages. The difference between a freelance writer making $100 a month and one making $10,000 a month isn't just about the pricing model they choose. It's about fully understanding the value they bring to a client and charging accordingly. Always remember, as a freelance writer, your skills and expertise are valuable commodities. Don't ever undersell yourself. Charge what you're worth.
But first, if you haven't done so already, just give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, take the icon bell so you're notified every time I come out with a new video.